What is good, yo? What is good, man? Welcome back to another video, man. Give me a sec. I'm gonna get my water. Hope everybody been doing good. You know what I mean? Hope your loved ones been doing good. Hope everything's been doing alright for y'all. But let's get into this video, though, man. So this video is really gonna be about oh shoot. Trying to think, what can I like? This really gonna be about having that mental warfare, like having that mental battle with yourself. If that makes sense, how can I explain this more? Like you know, self-doubting, no confident. You know what I mean? You putting yourself down, basically. You hurt your own feelings. You know what I mean? Questioning yourself if you could really do this. Can you really complete that? Can you reach that goal? Can you reach this achievement? Can you become that person, you know what I mean, that you want to be? Can you achieve that life that you want? Really, like, having a mental battle with yourself, really, like, it's kind of like you grabbing a knife, right? You stabbing yourself with it, if that makes sense. You basically stabbing yourself with it. Or not even that, it could be like, you are like dragging yourself, basically. Like, it's a version, like not even a version, it's like, it's two of you and one of you is like dragging yourself, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to really explain it, dang. Cause you know what I mean, like, we all go through it, you know what I mean? Have some days, you know, there'll be days where we sometimes have a mental battle with ourselves. You know what I mean? We question our life, not even question our life, we question if it's gonna work out. You know what I mean? Question if it, like, are you gonna be okay then, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? And honestly, like, all that is, it's just problems that ain't even real, in a way. You are making problems in your head that's not even real. And you start believing it so hard and so much that it will, in your eyes, in your life, in yourself, you start believing that, oh, that's real, you know what I mean? If I start thinking to myself, saying that I won't be able to do nothing with YouTube, or, you know, be a man of Christ and everything, I keep thinking negative about myself and stuff like that, talking negative about myself, sooner or later, I'm really not gonna do nothing with YouTube, or I'm not gonna be a man of Christ, because I keep talking negative about myself. And I'm slowly slowly killing myself, if that makes sense. I'm slowly killing my, like, my confidence, you know what I mean? My discipline, my determination, you know what I mean? Basically killing myself. And like I said, everybody go through it. I'm going through it at the moment right now, for the last week or so. You know, questioning myself is like, this is the right move? Like, am I doing, like, this is something to really be focused on, like on YouTube, you know, like on Christ. Should I focus on my life? You know, like, just, I mean, it's all over the place. You know, at the moment, I'm all over the place. I'm questioning my life decision, especially with the upcoming year. You know what I mean? questioning myself if next year, like this upcoming year, like what should I really be focused on, if that makes sense. And I already know, but like I said, I'm having self-doubt. I'm questioning myself. I'm talking negative about myself, so I'm like dragging myself down, then I'm dragging myself up and dragging myself even lower. But you know what I mean? I'm telling you, like, when you have a mental battle with yourself, those stuff is in your head only. It's not even real. You just make it. You just make it seem real. You start believing that it's real because it's in your head 24/7. So you start. It will seem real. Like you bring problems that's not even problems for real into your life for real. You know what I mean? Like I could be doing good on YouTube. I could be posting nonstop, but then the second I start talking negative about myself and questioning myself for a week straight, even though I was posting for a week straight, I'm gonna slowly start posting every day. Now I'm gonna start posting every other day, every other 2 days, every other 3 days. You know what I mean? Because I'm killing my mind. Like it's self-sabotaging basically what I'm doing. I'm self-sabotaging myself. I'm poking, I'm making holes in my ship, you know what I mean, in my boat so the water could go in there, you know what I mean, if that makes sense. But listen, like, all you really gotta do when you have this battle with yourself mentally, this mentally battle with yourself, bro. All you really gotta do is just like you already know what to say. Yes, keep facing Christ, believe in Christ, and just don't let yourself don't let this version of yourself erase that person that you want to become. You know what I mean? Don't let your old self kill the new you that you want to become. And also surround yourself with people that really are there for you, people that kind of uplift you. You know what I mean? People that kind of give you great advice. You know what I mean? Really be there for you. I got to start doing that myself. I gotta start like texting more people. You know what I mean? Be more, be more open with myself to other people. About what I go through, about my problems, stuff like that. At least my people, like the people around me, people that I love, that I know that love me and care for me, and they're also there for me. You know what I mean? And like, don't sabotage yourself. You know what I mean? It's easy said than done. Honestly, it's easy said than done. Cause trust me, this like it's so easy to say keep going, or it's not even that. It's easy to say don't give up or don't let yourself, like don't drag yourself down. I don't know what I'm trying to say at the moment right now. Like it's easier said than done. It's easy to think about doing something, knowing that you got to do this and do that to have this. It's easier to think about it than to actually do it. It's easier to talk about it than to actually take actions. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm gonna post 200 videos. You know what I mean? I want to become a content creator with a million subscriber. It's easy to say that, but when it comes down to doing it, it's difficult. Like the person that you think you are in your head, that's you think you are not enough. You think you're not putting enough. You think you can change. You think you're. Give me a second, yo. Sorry, I'm back. I'm back. Back to what I was saying though, like that version that you make up in your head. That's you believe that you can't make it. You believe that you won't be able to change. You that you know what I mean, like that version in your head that you make up in your mind, bro. That's not you. That's not you. You just making it up. You know what I mean? A lot of us, when we go through difficult time in our life, or we're going through a difficult moment in our life, or when we are battling something in our, in our minds, we tend to like to give up. Not give up like, oh, I give up, but we tend to slowly, my bad, yeah, my dog here in my room. We tend to slowly like start believing that, dang, like maybe I really can't change. Maybe I'm not strong enough. Maybe I'm really just weak. You know what I mean? Maybe this is for me. This is how I should be living my whole. You know what I mean? We start to like self sabotage. We start to slowly start thinking negative about ourselves, talking negative about ourselves. Like this low percentage of us that when we go through our own battle, we instead of dragging ourselves down, we don't let that stuff get in our head. We push forward. That's a low percentage of us. You know, we let those negative things start push us even more forward. You know what I mean? Because a lot of us just tend to quiver in, and just like drop the sword before the battle even begins. You know what I mean? You're just ready to give up before it even begins. In a way, y'all tend to like, myself included, tend to like talk negative about yourself, start saying you're weak enough, so it could be easier when you give up, so you won't feel like you won't feel too bad about giving up. You will be like, oh no, this was the right decision because I know I'm too weak and stuff like. You start trying to come up with excuses in a way. So you don't really feel like too much of a, feel garbage for giving up. You don't feel like you gave up for no reason. You got excuses now on why you gave up. You know what I mean? So make it easier to be more to accept it in a way. To be easy to accept. And like I said, bro, like having that mental battle with yourself is something that we all go through. If you went through it yet, then trust me, it's coming. We all gotta go through it. You know what I mean? Just like in our life, we gotta go through a lot of difficulty to change and grow as a person. There's two type of people in this world. I would love to say three. I said there's three people type in this world. There's three people in this world. One, sorry, let me repeat what I'm like, not repeat, but rephrase it. What I'm trying to say. There are three people. There are three type of people in this world when going through a difficult moment or difficult time in their life or a difficult season or hardship. First one is the one that gave up, the one that just quiver and just dropped the sword like I can't no more. You know what I mean? Like either they give up before even starting, or they give up halfway. Like I can't. I tried everything I could. They gave up before they really put in their all. You know what I mean? And they end up being like, oh, how can I put it in a way not sounding disrespectful? But they end up being, oh man. Let's start. trying to find a way to put this, but it started being like everyone else. That's the only way I could put it. Start being like everyone else. They give in into our hardship. Instead of learning and growing from it and trying to change from it, they start living by it. You know what I mean? Start just taking the anger out of everybody. You know what I mean? Pushing everyone in a way. You know what I mean? Smoking, drinking, partying, clubbing, having sex with that person, having sex with that person. You know what I mean? Started just living for the world basically. They started living in it. Instead of trying to grow out of it, they start living in it. The second type of people in this world are the people that grow from difficulty and change from it. They go through something difficult, or they're going through something difficult in their life, and instead of living in it, they grow from it. They change from it, you know what I mean? For the better. You know what I mean? They start, they start, instead of living for this world, they start trying to live for Christ, for themselves. They start trying to live, how can I say this? They start not trying to live in it. They're trying to grow out of it. They grow from it and they learn from it, you know what I mean? Try to become a better version of themselves. That's the second type of people in the world. Princess, what you doing? And the third type of people in this world are the people that are back and forth with it. By back and forth, I mean they got one foot in from growing out of it, and they got one foot in and living in it. You know what I mean? They go to church on Sundays, they praise God, they read the Bible, and every day, they pray to God every day, but they still go clubbing, they still go living for the world. They still talk to this person, that person. You know what I mean? Like, in a way, it's not even that too. Like, it could be, Princess, it could be that they are growing out of it slowly, steady, doing good, but then they start falling back into it. So we start from the beginning. They go back to the beginning, and now they're living in it. Now they're growing from it, good. Then they go back from the beginning again. It's a back and forth. It's like they getting pulled side to side, like the two opponents are evenly matched. There's no winner. You know what I mean? So that's the third people in the world, and that's why I believe who I am at the time. At the moment, I am. I believe that I'm that third type of people in the world. Like, I'm going back and forth with my old self and with my new self that I'm trying to become, with the new person I'm trying to become. I start reading my Bible, I start posting more, I start praying to God more, I start reading my Bible way more, I start talking to Christ more, I start going to church more, stuff like that. And then one week, I start reading my Bible, I start posting, I start talking to Christ, I start cursing, I start playing the game, I start thinking negative, I start being angry, you know what I mean? Then out of nowhere again, I'm doing good. I'm reading my word again. I'm praying to Christ again. I'm doing YouTube again. I'm not playing the game no more. I'm not cursing no more. I'm not angry, you know what I mean? Then I go back again. I'm cursing. I start praying. I start going to church. It's a back and forth thing. That's not true to believe that I am, that I'm having a battle with myself. It's a mentally battle with myself that I'm having at the time. There's two versions in my head. That one version is trying to live in it and I grow from it and trying to stay stuck in it, but the other version is trying to grow from it, learn from it, and change from it. You know what I mean? Become better from it. But yeah, man, having a mental battle with yourself is it's really difficult, bro. If it wasn't for so much people in my life now that I got, man, my family, of course, you know what I mean, my church family, man, especially my boy too, man. We recently started like really talking more and stuff like that. My boy Kenneth, man. Been a minute since I spoke to him. Like it's been like a good year or so, over 2 years probably. It's the last time I spoke to him. Maybe not even 2 years. It was like a year, or close to a year, I say, or a year and a half. I don't know how long. We started talking, and now we're really trying to become better. You know what I mean? He doing his thing, I'm doing my thing, and really like we pushing each other in a way. You know what I mean? Same with my family from church, man. They pushing me, even though they see me that I always like I go strong for so long, then I just fall back down, but they don't give up on me. You know what I mean? And my loved ones too, man. My family, you know, my mom, my dad, my brothers. You know what I mean? You know, they push me. You know, they talk to me, stuff like that. It's so much. You know what I mean? That's why I really say you should surround yourself with the people that really want the best for you. That, like, I already made a video of it, but the people you surround yourself with is the people that really define who you are and who you're gonna become in life, bro. Like, if you got people that's living in this world that, like, if you want to become a better version of yourself, right? A better person, better. If I'm gonna become a man of God. What the freak that thing? What was it that just fell? Yo, what that booger? But if I'm trying to become a man of Christ, you know, a man of God, a man that don't look at a woman and you think about sex or lustfully thoughts, you know what I mean? Or lustfully intention. A man that don't get angry, a man that want to forgive himself, forgive others that hurt him in the past, forgive his past, forgive himself, you know what I mean, for his mistakes. A man that want to grow and change, you know what I mean? That don't become loving, caring. If I want to be that type of man, and become that type of man, but I surround myself with people that club, party, smoke, drink, have sex with that person, curse. That's always, you know, that's always like having drama. You know, that's always talking down about people. That's always living in the past. That's always bringing up the past. That's always talking negative about themselves. I will never grow. I will never be that man of Christ if I surround myself with those type of people. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be careful on who you surround yourself with. If you know there's people that are here in your life right now at the moment that you still got in your life, that you still surround yourself with, and you know that they are doing nothing with their life, they're doing nothing with themselves, and you know that they are kind of slowly drag you down with them as well. Like, cut them out of your life. It could be your day one. I'm honest. It could be friends that you know since pre-K, kindergarten. If they are doing nothing with themselves, they don't care about themselves, what make you think they're gonna care about you and care what you do with yourself? They're gonna want you to do the same thing what they're doing. What's in their life? You know, they do nothing with themselves. They're gonna want you to do this. They're gonna come to your crib. They're gonna try to call you so you can make sure you're not doing nothing with yourself either. You know what I mean? Cut them out with your life. It's difficult. It's gonna be difficult. Yes, it's gonna be hard because you've been your friends for years. They've been your family for years. Yes, your whole life. Yeah, but you got at the end of the day, bro. You gotta think about yourself. You only got you and God. When you die, you kind of be like when you die, they're not dying with you. They're not dying with you. You're gonna be in that coffin alone. You are gonna die alone. You're not bringing nobody with you after you die. You're not bringing none of this stuff with you. You know what I mean? The money, the car, whatever. You're not bringing nothing with you, bro. You know what I mean? That's why it's important. Like, really surround yourself people that really are striving, that push themselves, and they're trying to become a better version of themselves. Surround yourself with those people because if they push yourself, they're gonna push you, and then you're gonna push yourself, and you're gonna push them. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot. You know, it's a lot. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but it's a lot, man. But yeah, man, that's really it, man. Like, having a mental battle with yourself is exhausting. It's better that it feel like you're not gonna win. I'm telling you now. But when you keep fighting and don't let your mind create that person you thinking don't let your mind create that person how can I explain this? Do not let your mind turn those problems you got in your mind, in your head, that person you believe that you are in your head. Don't make your mind turn into a reality. Don't make your mind turn that person into reality. You know what I mean? Because you gotta be careful. Because the more you think badly of yourself, the more you talk bad of yourself, and the longer it goes, slowly and steady, you are gonna become that person that you believe you are in your head. You know what I mean? If you believe you're weak, you're slowly gonna become weak, and like you're slowly gonna become weak. But if you start believing you are strong, you are slowly gonna become strong. Ain't that? That's all. I can't say nothing more than that. I'm telling you, bro. Like, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot, man. When it comes to mentally, like, bettering yourself, like, mentally having that better with yourself within yourself, man. It's the better that's like. It's the better that's like, man. It's like you feel like you're losing every time, bro. But you gotta keep on getting up. Keep on getting up and pushing forward, man. Because at the end of the day, it's your mind. You can control your mind, what you think about. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. I said really, that's all I got for you, man. You know what I mean? Hope this video really reached y'all, man. Ah, it hit my elbow. Hope this video really reach y'all, man. Reach every single one of y'all, man. You know what I mean? And I hope whatever you're going through, whatever that mentally, like, that mental battle you're going through right now at the moment with yourself, I hope you get through it for the better. I hope you change and grow from it. You know what I mean? Hope you learn from it. You know what I mean? But that's all I got for you, man. You already know, man. I love every single one of y'all, man. I love every single one of y'all. Jesus Christ love you so much more, man. Remember, Jesus Christ loves you so much more, man. But yeah, that's it, man. That's all I got for you, man. And until next time, my brothers and sisters, I'll catch you in the next video, man. You know, you stay safe, man. And of course, until next time, my brothers and sisters, God bless every single one of y'all.